Now, I'm going to introduce someone who's known by many, being reintroduced to some they should have heard of and never heard of. There's a man that you can compare to the Jackie Robinson of baseball, to Jesse Owens of track, to Muhammad Ali of boxing. You can call him, I would say, compared to one of the disciples of Christ, because he could fit the category of all 12 of the disciples he had, with the exception of Judas, because he didn't turn his back on nobody. But when you are the first African American national champion, it says a lot. But that's still not good enough. When you're the first American world champion, that says a lot, but that's not good enough. When you're the first African American world champion, it says a lot, but that's not good enough. But when you can say you're the man who was there with all those that say they're the greatest, and you fought them all, and you won, that says it all. I would say that all those guys who wrote books said they're the greatest was beat by him. All those said they done this and that in karate, done it after he had already done it. The first chief instructor of the Robert Trias Society of Martial Arts, who was the founder of American Martial Arts since 1946. He opened his first martial arts school. To have a person to come from that lineage, right, it's just a plus. So I'm introduced to the world. My mentor, my friend, a person who's like a father to me, a spiritual advisor, the most awesome martial arts instructor I never liked but loved. The only person in America that I can say was given the title of Mijin, which means supremacy, GrandMaster, Supreme GrandMaster, Dr. Vic Moore.
Well, that's a good question, because, to be honest, I didn't know who the guy was.
I knew he was somebody important, but I didn't know who he was.
The first time I was about 15 years old. My father was a third-degree black belt in Kempo karate, and I got tired of listening to him. And he said, well, I'm going to send you somebody else, to Vic Moore, the man who can fight.
And he's got this, he's a unassuming nature when you meet him. It's like the guy's over there, you know, a lot of times he's really not saying anything. He's sitting over there, and he just looks like this regular cat, you know, just like a regular guy. As they say, a regular schmo, you know.
When I was just getting into martial arts, I guess you would say, he was already a veteran into it. Probably had his second world championship. You know, we think about racism in all aspects of our life, but we never think about it. Never have I thought about it in martial arts industry.
But, you know, you really don't think about that going on, you know, or it being that, you know, that serious a situation. So it kind of makes me wonder, what happened?
That he's just a very humble and strong black man.
He trained a chimpanzee to do things students today can't even do, and they were tested and certified. You train a chimpanzee?
To actually meet someone that's fought with Bruce Lee, fought with Chuck Norris, fought with Bill Wallace, fought with Jim Kelly, Mike Stone, Joe Louis. The list goes on and on and on.
So the first thing in my mind, I'm like, well, I'm looking for the white guy in the room, because the only black man I know in karate was Jim Kelly, and I know that's not him. And then someone mentioned his credentials, so to speak, and you know, and then when I got to meet him and was talking to him, I was like, wow, this guy's pretty heavy, you know.
He could get you to lay down on a set of chairs, put a potato under your chin, and he could cut it with a samurai sword and never touch your flesh.
And yeah, that was my first impression of that guy.
Black Belt Magazine, 1971, the most dangerous man in America, a small caption with no picture.
I'm for real.
I'm a karate instructor. I'm also a karate GrandMaster, taught by a Supreme GrandMaster.
Because a black belt is a person that can maim, disable, kill, be very destructive.
Everybody that Vic Moore beat made it in the movies.
I defeated every national champion just about that was out there.
He beat Bruce Lee in the test of speed. He beat Chuck Norris. He beat Ron Van Cleef. He beat Bill Wallace. He beat Joe Louis. He beat Jim Kelly. All of them made it in the movies.
They call me the man that fought them all and beat them all. I beat them all. In 1967, I had an opportunity to take down Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee had been asked many times, how good are you? For real, not in movies, but how would you stack up against these real karate guys? So his promoters and all had him to challenge some of us national champions at the internationals in California in 1967. Ed Parker, who gave the tournament, says, we have a movie star here. We have Bruce Lee, the movie star, who was Kato, the Green Hornet, and he's challenging all of you national champions to a speed drill. And he has a punch that is so fast, no one can touch it. Well, we kind of laughed and said, who's this guy? He's just a movie star.
Sure does sound tricky.
All the competitors was more or less snickering. Who's he? Who has he beaten? And I don't know who it was. Someone said, what's in it for us? Money? Maybe a movie role. Ha 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 ha. And everybody's laughing. Because again, who was it? Master Trias, who brought karate to America in '46, looked over at Artie Simmons, Jimmy Jones, and Victor Moore, myself, and told Ed Parker, I got some guys that can stop him. Ed Parker says, you really think so? He said, yeah. He said, well, put one of them up. Master Trias says, why don't you guys go on up there and see how fast he is? Nobody went up there, you know. Victor, go ahead. And I kind of waved my hand out. Victor, get up there. Oh, yeah. You're instructed to speak. You better get to moving. So I ran on up there. Bruce Lee says, I'm going to step back and I'm going to come in and I'm going to throw a punch right at your chest. Not going to hit your heart, just going to tap you in the chest. And you won't be able to touch it. I said, you going to do what? He said, yeah, I'm going to step back about 4 steps and I'm going to come in. I'm going to punch you right in the chest. You won't be able to touch it.
And I assumed that he thought that he was going to throw a punch fast enough where Victor couldn't block it.
Well, I said to myself, lightning is fast, but I darn near keep up with it. I got to see this. So Bruce Lee squared off. He got back. Said, you ready? I knocked my head. Ready? All of my training, all of my development of being light, the lighter your body, the quicker you can move. Let your mind flow. Sense the movement of a person before they even move. When I sat on the back of the bus, I used to play that little game that I can read a person's body and tell when they were going to move, how they were going to move, and where. So all this training is ready to come. I saw his ear move. He's coming. He come in, punch to the chest, bing! I blocked it. All the crowd, woo, everybody hollering, woo. Bruce Lee looked stunned.
The crowd was going crazy.
It sure was.
They were
They was yelling, hollering.
I was one of the ones that was going crazy. I was yelling and screaming.
We'll try it again. Bruce Lee got back, He come in for a punch faster, just lightning speed. Boom! I blocked it. Bam! Bruce Lee to pat me on the arm and say, "Boy, you're fast." Yeah. Well, the crowd is whooping and hollering, stumping, and I just kind of glanced off, looked up into the crowd, and he just flashed at my head 2 feet away, and I just went like that as to swing at it like at a fly. And I said, "Now what is that?" And I'm laughing, and I'm going all the way down to the ground. I'm laughing because I'm saying he's not that fast.
You know, Bruce and I became friends, and he wasn't what you call really quick. He had what you call uncanny timing, which means his timing for striking was darn near perfect, which means that if he can hit perfectly, that is quick. You understand what I'm saying? But it's not something you can pick it up.
I said, "I'll give you that one." I'm pointing my finger at him. I said, "I'll give you that one. But now, wait a minute. See if you can stop mine." He looked shocked. I say, "Yes, wait a minute. See if you can stop mine. I'll stop both of yours. I'll give you that one. Now, come on." He said, "Well, okay." I got back the same distance. I move in at lightning speed. I hit him in the chest. Boom. He missed. Boom. The crowd is whooping and hollering again. He's shocked. I said, "I'll give you another shot at it. You want to try it again?" He said, "Yes." I got back. I come in and I hit him even faster. This time, boom, right in the chest. Boom. He missed. The crowd now is laughing at him. Truthfully, honest to God, I felt sorry for him. Bruce Lee told me I was the fastest American he ever seen. Well, they take that one punch, his promoters, that he snuck in at the head when I wasn't looking, and they show that one punch over and over and over, and act like Bruce Lee threw 8, 9 punches at me. At Vic Moore, the world champion, and he couldn't stop none of them. And that's a bold-faced tale. Bruce Lee only threw 3 punches. 2 to the chest, and he snuck that one to the head, 2 feet away, not even close enough to even count. And you can see it on the footage. When you slow it down and go frame by frame, you see he's that far away. Didn't even come close. He just flashed his hand like that and slid in closer to me. And there are some lines on the floor, and if you look at the line, you can see he never even crossed the line to come close.
And he blocked it every time he threw it, except for the one time he threw it at a distance where he was a little too far away.
And guess what? They don't even show the punches that I threw.
You know, it's got to be something to it, because a lot of times when someone says something, if it's not true, pretty much most of the time, anybody that was there that does remember, they kind of speak up against it.
Well, there's people that have substantiated what I'm saying. That was there.
GrandMaster's been saying this for a while, and I don't think I've seen anywhere where anybody's come up and said, "Well, no, I was there and that's not true." I haven't heard it one time.
Michael McGuire was there.
Yes, he went up against Bruce Lee and won.
He's a 10th degree black belt.
Because I was there.
He gave statements. He says that he was there. He saw what happened.
So Bruce Lee was a man. A man can beat a man when it's his day to win. That was his day to win.
Steve Sanders, he was there. He gave interviews and stated that Vic Moore was faster.
I've been asked that question many times also.
That Vic Moore blocked Bruce Lee punches, and Bruce Lee couldn't block his punches.
Also told them Victor did block it.
He's 9th degree now, no, 10th degree now. He's GrandMaster. Steve Sanders, one of the top fighters out on the West Coast.
But that is a true story. Victor did block it. Every blow he threw, he was able to block it.
Well, Bruce Lee and I, we had shook hands, hugged each other, embraced. Boy, you're the fastest American I ever met. Well, thank you. We sparred around a little bit. in private, more or less, you know, not in front of the whole group. He wanted me to see how his Jeet Kune Do stacked up. And it didn't, because I could tag him anytime I wanted.
Yeah.